put that? I don't need that one yet.
What?
Get your cute little Brett. Okay. What am I trying to do?
Mommy, look at all these toys in this one.
Do what? Hi, Raccoon. How are you?
I'm not looking.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Give me just 1 minute. I'm getting my crap together. Hopefully you can hear me. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
Done.
Sorry, my computer is going off right now. And I actually gotta turn the volume off. But if you can hear me, just let me know. Because sometimes it doesn't take my voice. I see the heart, so I'm gonna assume that's a yes. Today, I'm going to start with audio is fine. Perfect. Congratulations on monetization. What? I knew you were going to do it. I'm so proud of you. I just hit 300 subscribers, too. The goal for May is 500. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm super, super excited. No matter what, no matter how far I get along the way, we're going to know I tried hard for it. Showed up every day for 30 days, and we're going to see what happens. And we already know we're always moving the goalposts, because when we hit one, we're going to go on to the next, which is we should. We just want to make sure that we are celebrating along the way all of the steps, right? And that one is, I need my channel. I just got to make sure my chat, I can see yours. So sometimes I can't, so I have to always double check. So I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do, since I'm already on a roll with the signs, I'm going to start with Sagittarius, and then maybe I'll get 3 done today. I'm kind of mixing them up. I don't know who the other one is. And Keith, how are you? Oh, by the way, on the 20, I don't know why I said the 20. On this weekend, I think, if all goes well and we get it figured out, Janelle, I think his name is Janelle, I'll be collaborating from, doing a collaboration, little interview, whatever you call them. Very cool. So I'm excited for that. I'm not sure what time it will be yet, but I'm going to have to message. I'm from Canada. Where are you from? I got to get this thing out my ears. I'm from BC. I love those hearts. They're so cute.
But Mama, you live here with me?
I do live here. Oh, because Grace, my daughter says we live on Earth. So, because they taught her at school that we live on Earth and didn't get any more specific. So now, if you say you live somewhere else, she says we live on Earth. I also get hate comments. Man, you can't let that get to you at all. If someone's taking that much time to give you hate comments, that means they have some crap going on in their life that they're struggling to deal with, and they don't want to deal with it, so they're going to try and pass it off on you. Don't ever. We have it's just 4:04 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. We have a choice whether we want to pick it up or not. And let me tell you, I've had so many hate comments. I could build a mansion brick by brick. I let it go. Even when it used to hurt my feelings a little bit, I was like, yeah, but who are they? Do I even know who that is? And I kind of got over it real quick. Peekaboo. Hi, Marius. Welcome, welcome. So nervous. Oh, tomorrow's the appointment? Did you get your markers? Why is my thing popping on? My computer just automatically goes volume on, volume off by itself. Is that a normal thing? Even if I'm not touching the mouse and stuff? Is that normal? Maybe it is. Interesting. The things I do. Okay, so Yes, good. That's good. So then you'll kind of have another idea of what steps, where to go, what's going on, what's happening, which is good. Because you don't, they're just doing like the follow up, so you kind of figure out what the options are, if I remember correctly. And that's good because knowledge is power. And even no matter what it comes down to, at the end of the day, when we look at it, I have a really exciting day tomorrow. With this lady, she's in business. Very, I could go on for days about the accreditation she has. She says hi, Miss Grace. Say hi, Maya. She got a mouthful of chocolate bar. She's waving. But I have an appointment, so I've been working really hard in the background trying to build, obviously, my business, which I work very hard to do. But she's got to, like, her strength is marketing and getting out there and all kinds of crazy stuff that I just don't even know. I want some chocolate, you all. You got to fight my kiddo. Have fun with that. But yeah, she's going to kind of help me. She already emailed me back and she said, I like your website. I like what's going on. We have some things to fix, to strengthen and all that. So really excited for that tomorrow. You know, we're always trying to do better and we don't always have all the answers. And there's many people out there that do. I'm finally getting a chance to start working with some people that they like what I'm doing. They see what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to build. And, you know, it doesn't have to be craziness. Sometimes it's just the input or the ideas, the suggestions that really make a big difference. So I'm pretty excited for that. I'm more excited that my kid is trashing the table as per usual. Some things must stay the same. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. Where are you from? Don't be nervous. Remember, nervous is the same thing as excited. Like, your body feels the same way. So you can make it nervous, scared, or excited. And if you train your brain to be excited for the answers, when that nerves kicks in, it's not fear and it's not going to weigh you down with anxiety. So instead of I'm nervous, I'm excited to see what the answers are going to be. I promise you it'll make it a lot easier. I'm both, see? Well, get rid of one. If you can be both, then you can focus on the other one. Get real excited about the answers that you're going to get, right? You already know there's nothing worse that's going to happen, so there's nothing to be scared of. Get excited about the answers that you like. Why are you handing to me like that? You want more water? Hold on, I have to hydrate my child or she'll think that I'm trying to kill her or something. She'll be like, you're letting me die. Now I have attention. Oh my goodness. Leave my coffee table, kid. We're going to fight. We're going to fight, yo.
I want my kid, but he will pull. I want my kid to pull.
Okay, hold on. You have only 2 hands, right?
My hand was not good.
Well, why would you want to hit your cat? You're going to break her little heart. Okay, so, yeah, I'm pretty excited. Tomorrow, it's not like, it's like when you've been working on building, right now I'm getting my kid water. I will be doing, in a few minutes here, I'm going to start with Sagittarius. I'm going to do the monthly action steps. So this is just what things that you can focus on, action steps, ways, messages. But the only difference with when I do messages, we're not talking about the tea. We're not asking what the ex-boyfriend 3 years ago did. You know, we're asking how we can be better, how we can show up better with more gratitude, more love, more self-love.
And more manners.
And more manners, she says. That's right. You got that right, my friend. Please and thank you is the best. So, yeah, tomorrow's exciting. And I mean, it's not like tomorrow's not going to be all the answers of everything, but tomorrow's really excited for my business because it's creating a plan. Hold on.
Tomorrow's a school fair, and I'm so
Tomorrow's
excited.
not your school fair, not till the 28th.
The 28th is a school fair, I'm so excited.
I'm glad you're so excited. It's going to be fun. You got all the bounce houses. Okay, sit down, watch your TV, eat your chocolate bar. Mama has to do this, and then we can do some other stuff. Grand, usually.
Mommy,
Cigar,
Mommy, what's the ticket?
welcome. What does that mean? Grand, usually. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. Where are you from? I like asking these questions. They're fun. We did. Oh, it's not doing it now. How come?
Mommy, can I have baby Luca?
Of course you can hug baby Luca. So we're going to start with Sagittarius. We'll get 2 or 3 done today. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, I was just kind of talking about the mentor. Tomorrow is exciting because someone who has been in business and doing their thing for quite a while, giving you all that advice, and I wouldn't say giving you all that advice, well, but that's what they're doing. They're giving you advice. They're helping you create a plan that gets you out there. Hi, Tommy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's just about having that plan and having someone say, hey, you know, when someone tells you they really like what you're doing and you're doing it well, and you're saying, okay, I want to get this out there, and I want to balance sustainability with the ability to help people and legit help people, you know. And someone says, when someone who is that far into what they're doing says, yeah, that's really a great thing, and says, I want to help you get there, you know. They're not giving me big money. They're giving me time, and they're giving me knowledge and wisdom to help build my dream. And that's pretty exciting, because anyone that takes the time and does that, and I'm a firm believer, when you get to a space where you're doing good in life, you know, always look back and help somebody else up. And it doesn't mean you have to give them big time money. It doesn't mean sharing your knowledge, taking that time. Hi, Goga. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys, too. I'm so happy to see you. But it's just this, like, I'm just a firm believer in each one, teach one. And when you start to get bigger and better and do good things, seeing people actually do it. Like, me and my business, I want to share, I want to help always. But when you look at these people that are now already up there, they're already up the chain, they've already been doing great things, now they're turning around and they're extending their time, their wisdom, and their knowledge. If you're smart enough to grab it, take notes, and put it to use, which you have to, right? They can give you all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't apply it, then what, right? So, and they got the right one, because I'm so excited for it that I got my little whiteboard, I got my notes all ready, I got my 25 million questions. I'm going to take every bit of advantage of that time, because it's going to help build my business better and help me help other people, so I can help more and be sustainable for myself. So that's pretty awesome. That's some good news, and I'm really, really excited for it. And why did I bring that up? I think I was talking about it because of Raccoon and his monetization. Yay! I'm so glad to see everybody. There's lots of people in the last couple months that have got monetization, and it's well deserved. It's amazing. And I wish I could watch more people at a time, but holy moly. Trying to keep up to help everybody is it's a task in itself. And I'm not complaining about it because I love doing it, but holy moly, it can be a lot. But it is so wonderful to see everybody getting there. And of course, I hit 300 subscribers. That's like, you guys are amazing. Every single one of you, I just can't even tell you. And if I hit 500 after the month, oh, it's going to be party time. I'm going to have to link. Somebody remind me, or comment or something. Remind me to link in the description when I post this, because I already made a post for when I hit 500 subscribers, and I want people to be able to click on that post so they can apply or put their name on there. That way, when I do hit 500, I'm going to give one free clarity energy reading. It's not cards. This is a strategy call. It can be cards if you want me to pull some, but it's mostly strategy. It's about how we can get you unstuck, how we can find your next Oh my Lord. Next best actionable step. That was a lot to say. Apparently English is not my language today, so bear with me. Oh, let me write this down first. Sagittarius we're going to start with. What time we got? Let's say 16 minutes. I like to do the timestamps for the people after and for when I cut them out. Oh, Letitia, welcome, welcome. Did you remember your lunch today? Your mom didn't have to chase you down and give it to you? I hope. I hope you had a good day at school.
Mom, I did have a good day.
Bring love into the situation.
Mom, happy.
That is for my Sags. I don't know if that's for you. Yep, good job. Way to go. It's those little things. And look how I did it. Now the deck's closed. So that is a message in itself. The first thing you're gonna do is bring love into the situation. Now, that could be first yourself, and then everybody else, right? We'll see how the rest of them come out. But love, when it's brought into any situation, means you're open to receiving and you're giving. And when you have that reciprocity happening, it makes all of the other things come a lot easier. And the way that closed like that, that's always a message in itself, I promise you. So let's see. I have a feeling it's going to be self-love. Really do. This is the self-care one. What do we got for my Saggies? What are we focusing on? How are they bringing love? Let's see. Oh, you got 3. You got some homework, Sag. Let's see what they are. The deepest craving of human nature is the need to be appreciated. Okay, if you're going to play that, it has to go in your room, okay? How can you show your appreciation for those around you today? Miss Grace, what did I just say? You have to make your decision. Find a way using your words, your actions, or your body. Say thank you. Showing up. Picking flowers. And don't go ripping them from all over the place, but yes, my child and the neighbor and some of the other kids at school, they pick dandelions and they bring them to me. And it's meant with love, and it's the sweetest thing. It doesn't have to be a huge gesture. It could just be, waving, holding the door open for someone. That's showing love, that's showing thanks. Hi, Mason. How are you? Welcome, welcome. So bringing love, there's so many ways to do it, and this is really what it's saying. Showing appreciation is one of the highest forms of love, right? When we say thank you every single day for the things that we're gifted. Are you bringing your cat to show love?
Mommy.
You want a Kleenex?
No.
This kid, we had to buy this Kleenex. Do you see the little kittens on here?
No, don't tell you about her.
We have had this box for like 3 months, and she will not let me open it. She will not use it because she's so obsessed with these cats. And she thinks they match her toy cat.
Mommy, can you give me?
Can I give you
Mommy,
one?
that's your Valentine, and this is my Valentine.
Oh, this is my Valentine? Well, that's just so sweet. Thank you so much. I have a kitten to love too. I'm really great. I'm just doing Sagittarius right now. And it seems to me we're starting with bringing love into the equation. So, oh yeah, Goga just said hi, Gracie. Come say hi.
No.
Oh, you're hiding under the blanket? I don't know if you can see her over there. Why are you hiding? It's Goga. Oh, she pretended she's shy now. We all know that's not true. All right. Okay, no yelling though. That's the rules, remember? Okay, you can hug your baby Wuka, but we're not yelling. Okay, praise, flow and change, night and the pulse of day. When you walk through your home today, thank each and every corner of the space for its silent witnessing of who you are. Yeah. You're giving thanks, you're giving love, you're learning. Because here's the thing, if you don't know how to receive it, if you've been a giver and you've not really received it back, learn my age, 597. I think it's 44. I'll be 45 soon, eventually. I like 597. In wisdom, I'm at least that. Yeah, so what it is we're saying thank you. And the more you say thank you, the more you feel that love, right? Because when you start saying thank you, it starts mirroring back to you, right? So you're giving love. And if you don't know how to give it to yourself just yet, when it starts coming back to you, it's going to feel a little awkward. I teach all of that in my courses, in my workshops, in my group. All of that stuff is tagged in the descriptions, in my bio, everywhere you might need it. But once you start that reciprocation, it's a lot easier. It allows you to open up. It allows you to trust what's coming. Oh, I forgot. Why isn't it doing it? I tried to. I like these. These are fun. Sorry, guys. I'm just putting this up there because it was fun. I had people pop in with some weird answers, and it's fun. She's adorable. Oh, now you want to say hi. Hurry, come.
Hi, Duka.
She got chocolate in her mouth, so. Okay, you gotta let me do my work. I love you. Go sit down.
Hi.
You can't see him. It's just us. He's just talking. Sometimes we can see him, and sometimes he can see us. She's a little confused. She's so funny. All right, and you got one more. So you really, and actually, I'm going to take that as a message all on its own. You got 3 self-care cards. We'll see how the gratitude comes out. But I feel like it's that love, bringing that love into the equation is very much definitely you, starting with you. Yeah, she wore the dress at school, and I told her to put on some shorts because she's a wild child. And then she put on these pants, and I was like, girl, put on some shorts. It's hot out. But she wore them pants all day. The pants with her dress, and I'm like, I'm not going to judge. I let her dress herself, and if that's what she wants to wear. Where are you guys going after this? Nowhere. We're home for the day. We just got home. Like, literally, I started, and you both look stunning. Oh, thank you. I have my moments. I can look like a girl once in a while.
Mom, can I have you with her?
I don't want to overdo it because I gotta keep expectations low so that when I do dress up, they're like, wow. That's me being funny.
Mom,
But.
you have to tell Mommy on your feet.
What? So I'll go pee. You know how to do that. What do you need me for? She wants me to do everything for her. Like some things I just can't do, my friend. It was just two. Balance. 3 self-cares and bring love into the situation. Sagittarius, starting with loving yourself. A black cat comes out to greet us as if to say, look at me, and not some old Romanesque church. I am alive. Reflect on the time in your life when you felt fully alive and connected to the world through your senses. What a gift to be able to feel so much. This power is always within you. Thank you so much for that. 300. I'm super stoked. Do you remember, and I don't even feel like it was that long ago, when I was I was happy and excited to get 50 subscribers. Remember, I just got it. And you helped me push it over. You're the one, we want to get her to 50. Do you remember that? Already at 300, and I don't think it's been that long, which is pretty exciting. That's something to be proud of. And you know what? I have really, really great subscribers because y'all show up for me. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'm super, super stoked. I'm setting my goal for May, hoping for 500. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be sad about it. We're just, we're building as we go. But I really want to give away... yeah, I think I'm almost at 300 watch hours. I don't know. I'm confused how that works because it says one thing at, like, on the earn thing. It's a whole nother number. But then my monthly watch hours or whatever it says like 200 and something. But so I don't know when that changes, if it adds, if that's the total. I don't know. I haven't quite learned the, how all that stuff works, but it's moving, and it's definitely moving way more than it ever did in the beginning. So I'm just rolling with it. When I hit 1,000 watch hours, then I know I got a fair shot. The goal, remember, is monetization by the end of the year. That's the larger goal. we'll deal with the rest of it as we go. We got to break them down into small, achievable steps, which is everything I do. And as long as we did that, look, I made it to 300, 500. When we get to 400, we're going to celebrate that too. 500 is a big milestone. And from there, anything is possible. Earn is the most accurate.
Mommy,
Checking the blue bars.
Mommy, can I take a look at this?
You want to show Goga your boat you made? Okay, quickly.
What? Mommy, do you think this is good for bath time?
This one you can put in the bath, yep.
If
You show them? Say, look at my boat.
this 1 foot, right?
We made this at your fair last year. Your school fair.
You
Very cool, eh?
it made me so happy.
Yeah.
Is this a bath toy?
Well, it's a lake toy. I don't think it's meant to be a bath toy, but it's a water toy. Is that fair?
Does it belong in the water?
I'm on my cord.
Mama, does it
Yes,
belong
it goes in the water. It's a boat. It floats.
in
He says nice stuff. He loves your boat.
Can I put it in the water?
When you have a bath tonight? Sure.
Woo.
Woo!
It's good. You mean it does go in the water when you
It does.
when you put
Yeah,
it
the blue bar. See, my blue bar never changes, but then that other number changes. So I'm still, I'm not like, I'm not really checking it. I think once I hit 500, then I'll check it and see how it's moving. But I figure if I have 1 hour for every subscriber, when I get to 500, I'll have 500 watch hours. And that's kind of where I'm doing it. I'm trying not to set goals, but if you start checking on them and then you start worrying about it, I just have to trust that the right people will always show up, and that's a good thing. All right, Sagittarius, this is your gratitude. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Yes, doesn't matter what's going on around here, Sag. The bringing love into the equation, this is the key. It's time for some self-love. Okay, you may have been a giver all this time and not getting it back. Maybe overextending yourself, which I know so many that do. It's time to learn to love yourself. Show up, show out for you first. Check in with you. Forgive yourself for yesterday's mistakes. Amen. The only person that's going to hold it over your head the most is going to be you. Practice gratitude for the present moment. Ooh, this is right up my alley. It's all that I teach, and there's a reason I teach it. Because once you master it, this self-love, the love for everybody else, the giving and receiving, it becomes so much easier. And you don't have to feel bad about it. You don't feel guilty. You absolutely deserve it. And you begin to believe that.
Mom, can we still?
But you got to love yourself first. Otherwise, you're going to keep going to nothing.
French fries too.
You want French fries instead of potatoes for dinner? Why are you sticking your tongue out like that, weirdo?
Yeah. Yeah, but can we make French fries out of potatoes?
Yes, we can. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah,
Can you let me finish my work?
I already know that.
Yes, you already know that.
But who am I gonna love if I don't know?
Who are you going to love? Your cat. Go love your cat.
But I know. I know.
Also, distractions for real, Sag, when they come like this and the distractions, there's a thing, right? Don't let the distractions keep you from loving yourself. And that's really important. Making those times, telling people, setting boundaries is all a part of that. So just know that and kind of understand that it's not a bad thing at all. Garrett, milk. Ice in milk. You said okay. So is that a yes? Oh, 2 times milk. We love lots of milk. To be a good parent, you need to take care of yourself so that you can have the physical and emotional energy to take care of your family. If you're a parent or a child to a child or a pet, what are your favorite ways to take care of yourself? How can you ensure that you have time for these each day? Why are you saying sorry? Because you like milk? I think it was, the question is yes or no. Roblox, go join me? I don't even know how to play Roblox. As much as I would love to do that, if you post videos, then maybe I can watch a Roblox video, but me and gaming? Mm-mm.
I like milk.
Yes, baby. All right. For my self-love, and then if you're a parent, what are your favorite ways to take care of yourself? Man, this is full on. I don't think I even need any more cards to explain to you the depth of how much you need to start giving yourself self-love. Answer the call. Answer the call. Show up for you. Start loving you. Give yourself that same love, that same energy you would give your child. I am going on my way back from the hospital to pick him up. Now I will let him, now I can call you after that if that's what he needs. Garrett, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm going on my way back from the hospital to pick him up. Who are you picking up? Now I will let him and call you after that. I think you sent a text message to somebody else. I am not a bad guy. I am a great. Well, that's good, and I wish you the best. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I truly do wish you the best. And I believe everybody has the potential to be a great guy. All right, so answer the call. This is a good one. Actually, this goes right along with one of the other messages I did last week, which was something I believe wholeheartedly, absolutely wholeheartedly. We are all chosen from the moment we take our first breath. And the thing is, we have to decide whether to answer the call, whether to show up, start loving ourselves. Okay, hold on. I'm coming. Just give me 1 second. Where is it? I heard you. Give me 1 sec. Your 2 hands, kid. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to help my kiddo. Good, Miss Grace. What do you want from me, kid? Help. 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 You know you're going to have to start doing this yourself. I want to. Get up. Go. Little nasty. Okay. Why is the pillow from the couch there? Okay, so answer the call. No screaming, please. No, said hi. No, I don't know what that means. I really want to help you or answer you, but I don't know what that means. Somebody's in the hospital. You went to pick somebody up from the hospital? And then I can call you after that. I don't know. Maybe you sent a text message? Well, you're saying no, but ice and milk, is that the no? Otherwise, I'm confused.
Mama, did I wake you when I was a baby?
Yes, Grace. Please go sit down. So, yeah. I would help you or answer you, but I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean otherwise. You got to be a little more clear, and then I can do my best to help. Otherwise, or answer, but $190,000 owners for what? I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, so we got answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? This is for the Sagittarius. Your guidance is divinely guided. You're being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary, it might not make sense, but if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. That was weird. It just said adopt me, hacker, some notification. That's kind of funny. Okay. The way they pop up. All right. Whatever you are called to do, that is your calling, don't overthink it. Chick and a smiley face. I'm a smile and nod. That seems really nice. So, welcome. As long as you're here listening and you're having fun, that's good. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. And the way these cards are coming out is say yes to you, your self-love, showing up for you, your passions, your ideas, all that good stuff. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul. And that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people. You are exactly in the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it's leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete perfect plan. There is no end destination. There is no right or wrong way to do it. And you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our own soul's growth. What is your soul calling you to do? And I'm going to say with pretty solid certainty, it's bring love into the situations. Yeah, double mission. You're here to follow your passion, follow your dream, what lights you up, find your joy. But you're also here to learn to love yourself, to celebrate yourself, to support yourself, to be thankful the whole way, to not worry so much about getting to the end of the journey and start celebrating the journey itself. And that's good. Sag, it takes a long time to get to that space. What, baby?
I'm so happy today, right?
I'm glad you're so happy today. Oh, that's the one, eh?
Mama, we look like, Mommy, we look so happy in each other.
We do look so happy, and that's so nice. But you have to let me finish working. You got to remember the boundaries. All right, and we got the earth pulsing. This one's good because it's actually, this one's going to help you slow down, and it actually gives you a meditation. I should try and type it in here too. And this is good. It's an earth pulsing. It's the sound. It's really, really good. So when I give you the website, maybe I'll type it in or put it in the description so we don't lose sight of it. A mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and the tides. In our world of artificial lighting, long working hours, and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. Download an earth pulsing meditation at www.starseedoracle.me. And it's a really nice one. I'm pretty sure I have it on one of my playlists. Maybe I'll have to start posting that or something, but it's really, really good. Today, many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened, a moment when it became too painful to stay connected. We feel unsupported and as if we don't belong. If we look to other people in the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding, and belonging once given to us by the earth, taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive us fully, as the mother once did, forgetting that she's still here, waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us that longs to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted, and she opens up and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters and release what no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away, and you become connected to all the things on the planet. And this is the affirmation that goes with it. I surrender to the pulse of the mother. May my heart beat in unison with her. And that is a clear sign to obviously get out in nature. I'll put it in the description. I'm going to write it down right now so I don't forget. Because that way everyone has the ability to go download it if they want to. Oh, with Starseed Oracle, right? Sorry, I take the time to do these things because I want to make sure you guys have access to it. And if I could actually find it, Earth pulsing. See, there it is. www. Starseed Oracle. I thought so. That way it'll be in the description and y'all can go, because Sagittarius, those small little things when we think nothing is going to help us, nothing's going to settle our mind, nothing's going to allow us that space. Those are the small little things that we can do for ourselves that actually allow us to open up and dream a little bigger, love ourselves a little more, give ourselves that little bit of space that maybe we wouldn't have done because we were so unsure how to do it, worried about what other people would think. There's a gazillion reasons, but let me tell you, when you take the time and you do these small little extra things, they're radical acts of self-love. And for you, who's just learning to bring love into the situation, learning gratitude, self-love, learning how to give yourself self-love, those small little things, those affirmations in the mirror, those looking at yourself and saying, I know you can do it. You showed up today. Thank you. You're amazing. You got this. And even if you don't know the whole step right away, I know the next step. And I'm going to keep showing up until the next one shows up, right? You're starting to have that faith. You're going to trust in yourself, and you're going to give yourself that love so you don't need to get it from anywhere else, right? When we start waiting for the world to validate us, to fill us up, to show us that love that we so desperately want, when we wait and wait and wait for that and it doesn't come in the way, it's always coming, but when it doesn't come in the way that we expect it or we want it to, automatically we throw ourselves off and we feel, then we have to fight with worthiness, whether we are worthy or not, whether we deserve it, resentment if we don't get it, and you can just avoid all of that if you just learn to give it to yourself first, right? Fill your own cup first, and then everything else comes from the overflow. So when you're giving to others, it never ever dips into your cup, right? You're giving, and that oh my God, reciprocity. Apparently, I can't speak today. When you give from that overflow, that reciprocity is coming from the overflow. It's not dipping into your cup. And then when it's coming from the overflow, if that cup ever goes out just a little bit, it drops down from that reciprocity, it automatically refills it. You never have to worry, right? Because you're giving from that overflow. And that's pretty amazing. A change in your emotional life. Transformation. Until you show up with self-love for yourself and really start giving it to, checking in, checking on your capacity, understanding how you're feeling mentally, emotionally, going back and checking those traumas, understanding what they're there to teach you, healing those wounds. And yes, it is messy business, but once you get through it, man, it's so beautiful. And you have to learn to give yourself that love all the way through it. Reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. You're rebalancing. For you to understand and have compassion for others, first you need to have compassion for yourself. You need to understand that accountability isn't about beating yourself up or being mean or cruel for something that didn't go your way or work out properly. It's just checking in. It's saying, hey, did I do a little better today? Is there a way that I could give myself a little more grace and compassion because I'm just learning? It's just like teaching a baby or a toddler all over again, right? When you start healing and you're learning these things, you're just like a little child. And do you want to beat up your child? Do you want to be mean? 43-34 at this. You know, as within, so without. It's going to mirror back. So treat yourself accordingly and watch how fast it starts coming back to you. It really is a beautiful thing. All right, give me one beyond the Myria for my Sagittariuses. I see some transformation. I see they're learning to bring love into the situation. And if nothing else, if you do nothing else this month, that's the one, eh? She of the Lotus. Oh, yeah, you're transforming, all right. And you're going to have, of all the things you've probably dealt with along the way, the transformation, when you start showing yourself love and doing that self-love and all those check-ins and that understanding, peeling back those layers is a lot. But when you start doing it, that's when the transformation, it's a forever change. It's not something that comes and goes because you're learning the tools, you're learning yourself, you're mastering yourself. So even when conflict or confusion or anything comes up, You start trusting in yourself because you know what it is. You know how you feel. You know all of the things, good, bad, and ugly about yourself. You're peeling back the layers, which, by the way, all of my other videos, that's what they talk about. My alchemy emotion, all of those, that's exactly what they talk about. So, and if you're really unsure and you got to start from the beginning, go back to the fire and flow, because that's where we talk about peeling back the layers. This is a long one, so buckle in. Sorry, guys. This is shadow work. Originally, the title for this oracle deck was going to be The Language of Light. It was not actualized in that incarnation, as other layers of meaning needed to be honored. The fuller spectrum I was guided to bring through also included the shadow. In hindsight, choosing to deepen the message of balance that the Lemurians were bringing forth through this work meant I had to experience my shadow. My shadow encounters brought light into nooks I didn't know I had. If there is a way to fast track your growth, it is by being real with the shadowy or unloved parts of ourselves. There was a time when the concepts of shadow work and self-love seemed relevant, but I was vague as to what they really meant. I knew the next part of my journey was exploring them, but how that would happen was quite mystifying. The shadow and self-love are big topics to unpack, and unraveling them took me on quite an adventure. Unfortunately, I thought shadow work was about digging up as many issues as possible, and that being present with them meant wallowing in them. Without tools for expanded awareness, I found myself drowning deeper in the upset of it all and creating more of it in the process. My journey for clarity took me to Cambodia, where I met and mastered the art of perspective and indirectly finding growth points in a way that spoke to my being rather than my mind. That sparked a 3-month journey into the farthest reaches of myself. I realized I had a lot of unlearning and self-acceptance to do. The years of trying to be the best that I could be created constructs in my self-identity. My striving wasn't as healthy as I'd thought. By discarding traits that seemed ugly or hindering, I was also rejecting sides of myself that were quite wonderful. They were two sides of the coin, and equally, they were part of my true nature. When we discard any part of ourselves, we are throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Often our greatest strengths are our greatest weaknesses, and vice versa. When we reject or deny parts of ourselves, we end up feeling hollow, lost, and detached. When we take them out of the trash and work with them through compassion, gentleness, honesty, and non-judgment, we can shine a light on these shadows and see them for what they are. Incredibly, my perceived weaknesses vanished as I peeled the layers further and further back to explore the past experiences that accompanied them. Accepting the shadows enough to bring them into the daylight was usually all it took for them to dissipate. Their power dissolved, and I could see them for what they were, or rather were not. Paradoxically, self-love is a catalyst for transformation. Alchemizing painful triggers is an opportunity for awareness that helps us reclaim more of ourselves. As the dense spaces begin to evaporate, we can be filled with more light, more love, and we can create an upward healing spiral. And I'll never stop promoting that till the day I die. When we start loving ourselves and showing up, look at the amount of change we can do. Yeah, we got to peel back the layers. And yeah, during those times, because that's when you're most vulnerable, you've got to give yourself that extra love. You have to. And when you're not sure how to do it, reach out to friends that you trust, somebody, one person even. And if you don't have that, start looking and asking for that. I promise you, God will send you somebody. I have come to learn that shadow work and self-love are practices to implement on a day-to-day basis. When we merge this awareness with moment-to-moment consciousness, densities don't even get a chance to form. We can then live and love even bigger. And this is true freedom, self-empowerment, and where authentic love and light can radiate. A true light bringer shines light in all the corners so shadows can be acknowledged and released. Now, the meaning of this card, which is very clear what you're starting to do and what you're trying to focus on, and this is a lot, so you need to be proud of yourself. Take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. Are there elements of yourself you need to take out of the trash, dust off, and reabsorb? Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity in an area can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness in self-love. Peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear, and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and reassimilate so you can re-engage with your superpowers. Many of those, like 99% of the time, what we deem are to be scared of, ashamed of, any of those things, scared of, those are the most, prominent. Guilty, feeling guilty for, those are almost always our superpowers, and somebody somewhere along the way has turned this into something where instead of you understanding what it was, they've stained it, right? They put a bad thought process. They put a bad program around it, and because of that, you end up feeling fear, guilt, or shame for something that wasn't even your fault, and for someone else's opinion or idea or projection. So when you look at it from that direction, so when you look at it from that direction and that perspective, it's a lot easier to see, like, that's your strength. That's your thing that you've been overcoming. And when more people, Grace, don't do that. It's already open. Don't do that. So when you get that, okay, if you don't dump it into a bowl, you won't get them. Because I'm talking and you're being very loud with them. I was nice and gave them to you. Right? We have to have the boundaries, bud. Okay. Can you get it? Okay. Sorry. That is mom life. It is what it is. But yeah. Understand that those things that sometimes you feel guilt, shame, or fear over, it's almost always a superpower. It's just got that stain on it because somebody else has projected an opinion or a perception about it onto you. Okay, Grace, get the chip bag out of here. Take it away. So, the only way to fix that is self-love. And you're doing it. Like, you're literally doing it. You're understanding that the transformation is going to take some rebalance. And to get to that rebalance, you got to bring love into the situation. First and foremost, it's got to start with you. Look at the bottom. I didn't even shuffle it, but at the bottom of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't tell you how many times I see that number. It's divine timing. Good luck. I'm going to read it. It's not your number because it's the bottom of the deck, but it is your number. So you start seeing it everywhere. Just know what it means. Spirit guides. Progress, justice, structure, systems, processes, discipline, and rules. You are on the right track. Spiritual guides are supporting and encouraging you to give your best effort. Success is within your reach. Stay observant of your surroundings and communicate clearly. Trust that everything will fall into place as it should. And communicate clearly means to yourself, to the universe, to those around you. Even if that communication says, I don't have the capacity right now to deal with something, I'm going to step away and we'll come back. 5335. Thank you, Spirit. Being respectful of time, boundaries for others and for you. First for you. But when it comes to dealing with other people, look at this. Wish come true. You're doing the work. And if you continue doing the work and you show up, I can't even begin to tell you the way your wishes are going to come true. Transformation. Just the first step is to love yourself. Doing that healing work is the most radical act of self-love you're ever gonna find. You're ever gonna understand. And when you get to the other side of that, oh my Lord, the empowerment. All right. So why is my nose so itchy? Am I right on point? What's going on, Spirit? That's unusual. That's not usually a thing, but it might be because it seems like it's right on the nose. All right, wish come true. Fortune, patience, flow, self-discovery, manifestation, new beginnings, and initiative. A lucky break is on the way. This could manifest as joyful news, transformative experiences, new opportunities, or an exciting new relationship. You'll find yourself in the right place at the perfect time. This isn't a mere coincidence, it's a gift from fate. Embrace this blessing and be open to the wonderful changes it will bring into your life. That is new beginnings if I ever heard that before. 55:05 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. When you start seeing these numbers everywhere, it means get present. That's when those body scans, that's when those checks, like here and now, what was I thinking, what was going on, what did I hear, what was playing on the TV, what was my kid doing, what was the flash of an idea that just flew by for a second. You see those numbers, get present, immediate body scan. What's going on around me? How am I feeling? What's going on in my brain? Because those are your flashes of intuition. That's going to lead you to your highest, best result. And when you start trusting yourself and loving yourself enough to show up and follow that intuition just like that, to follow those numbers, to follow those signs, they're going to lead you to your highest, best self. And it was just 5555 as I said that. Thank you, Spirit. Sagittarius, you have an adventure, and it's all about learning how to love yourself. But man, that's good, but you're doing it. So take these suggestions, the affirmations, the saying thank you, the thanking your house, to thanking your fingers and your toes and everything around you. Learn how to bring love into the situation, but it's got to start with you first. I promise you, if it starts with you and you fill your own cup, everything else from there is just going to expand exponentially. I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. And when you start loving yourself and filling your own cup and doing all that stuff, showing up radically, checking in with yourself all the time, being accountable. Ooh, another one slid out. Okay, you got 2 affirmations. And you got 3 of the self-care. Bringing love into the situation. Start with you first. The transformation. To rebalance, to understand, to have that compassion for others and all the things. Doesn't matter how many times you've tried along the way. What does matter? Once you rebalance, you prioritize you first. Everything else falls in line. Everything else will come after, and everything else will transform the right way. Use those affirmations. Speak that love. Show up. Check in. What is my capacity today? We don't have to worry about what anyone else thinks. Worry about you, how you're feeling in that moment. If it's not an absolute yes to you, it's a no. If it doesn't make you feel lighter, happier, better, if it doesn't empower you, make you feel more confident, it's a no. Yes, doing this other work is messy. It is transformation. But once you decide to do it, it's not going to be as scary as you think. And you're never going to waver on that. You just have to decide to do it. Everything else gets easier. And when the struggles come and you start dancing through them a little easier each time, you'll understand exactly what it's all for. My ears ringing as I say that. My happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perceptions from fear to love. And that's what it's asking you to do immediately. Bring love into the situation. Start with yourself. The self-care. You know, all the times, reflect on all the times you felt fully alive and happy and joyful. Remember those. Keep those in your mind. Keep those in your heart for when you're doing that deep work. Because there's going to be times where you're thinking about things in the past that weren't so great, right? And that's okay, because the idea to do it is to understand it, to sort through what matters and what doesn't in that moment, right? To understand that no matter what, you matter. Your wish is coming true. And it's because you decided to take a radical act of self-love. Don't stop. You made that decision. Don't stop. Keep going. Never give up. And remember, you deserve kindness, just like a child, right? How would you teach that child? How would you love that child? How can you show up and love that child if you're so drained you don't even know what to do in a day? You got this. That's what I got for you, Saggies. Man, you got a lot going on. I can't wait to see what you got going on for next month. Because this is something to be extremely proud of. I can't wait to check in next month. All right. And then next, oh, I don't know who I'm doing next. Look at me trying to rush. Okay, so Sag, we got 16 minutes to what? 1 hour. We have 40 minutes. 45. 1 hour. And then, okay, we gotta see who's next. Aries. Aries is next.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, I just have to write it down so I make sure I'm getting it done. Where is the other one? Oh, don't drop it. Every time I say I think I need a bigger desk. I just
Mama,
what?
when you got these tips?
We got them at the dollar store. That's your favorite place to go.
Because they have these kind of things.
Yes, because you love bacon chips. Me too, bud. They're my favorite. Okay, so Aries. Also, oh, I forgot to say, today's day 6, yeah? Day 6 of 30. All right, so Aries 101. Let's just say at 102 is when it starts. So since we started all the other ones with the Moonology, I like the theme. I like the way it came out. So let's do this. Sagittarius and Aries. That's pretty good. Okay. For my... I don't know why there. Okay, let's shuffle. Give me 1 minute. Because we want to clear this energy. Because we want Aries to be solid and strong. Alright. For my Aries, what's the energy for May? What can they focus on? What are they? That's the one, eh? Let's see. Adjustments are required. Okay, so we're going to dig deeper into that. What kind of adjustments? And that's good because we're always making adjustments, so don't take it like some criticism or something like that, because everything we do, we're always adjusting. We're always moving around with it. We're always figuring it out as we go. 3/4 moon, eh? Yeah, that's what it said. Okay. And this month we have 2 full moons, so that's kind of exciting. Welcome in for my Aries. This one is self-care. We're not doing a whole pile here. Give me 1 or 2, that's it. What's the adjustments that are required for the month of May? How are they showing up? It's more self-care, more gratitude. Is that the one? Only 1, Aries. That's good. Sagittarius got 3, so. Oh, the patience is in the living. Oh, this is the one I fight with the universe all the time, so I'm not going to judge. Today, just remember, the moment between waves is an opportunity to notice exactly where you are. Yeah, you can't make adjustments if you don't take the time to stop and see what they are, see what they mean, to understand what they're trying to show you. Celebrate your progress. And I'm a firm believer, every step of the way, celebrate the small wins, the big wins, all the ones in between, the micro wins. Celebrate them all. This journey is not for the faint of heart. And sometimes you're the only person in the world that's going to celebrate it for you. Eventually the right people show up, but there's going to be times where you're the only person in the world cheering yourself on. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's actually the best thing ever, because when it's like that and you start cheering yourself on and validating your own self, you start to understand you don't need anyone else to convince you or show you exactly who you are and what you deserve. And that's an extremely empowering place to be. You can do this. And if you can't do it today, you'll do it tomorrow. You are not a failure. Amen. Those adjustments don't mean fail. They're a pivot. They're a learning. They're a lesson. And when you learn how to follow them, listen to them, and allow them to sink in, not other people telling you what to do, where you understand where the adjustments are, making the adjustments. Doesn't have to be perfect. But anytime you make a little change, anytime you make a different decision, you do something different or show up differently, that's those adjustments. Celebrate those adjustments. That means you're learning how to be your best self. It's pretty amazing. Channel this phrase 10 times today. Today and every day, I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage. Let me say that again. Today and every day, I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage. Those adjustments aren't telling you to give up. They're not telling you that you're not worthy. They're not saying, oh, you screwed up, you're a failure. They're saying, hey, follow what it is. Let it show you what you need to adjust. Listen, trust yourself. Those adjustments, they don't have to be the perfect adjustment. They just have to be that adjustment that gets a different result. And if that wasn't the perfect, the clearer you get on anything, the more you learn, the more wisdom, the more knowledge you have, the more clear you get, right? So when you look at that, making those adjustments, you're learning, you're adjusting from wisdom, from knowledge, from power, from all of those things that you've been learning to get. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And learning how to take it as such and not let yourself spiral down to self-sabotage because there's adjustment that needs to be made. Sometimes those adjustments are the best things in the whole world. Well, they almost always are at the end. They don't always feel that way in the beginning. But if you learn to take the silver lining and understand what they're trying to show you, you'll almost always see that that adjustment that was required was for the best possible end result. So, all right, what are they adjusting? How are they focusing? That's the one. Ooh. Scale mountains to gain a sense of achievement. Moon in Capricorn, accomplishment. Let me rephrase that. Not that you're not. You're learning how to start celebrating those accomplishments, no matter how big or small. They're not failures. They're not throwaways. They're not something to just let go into such a small, not a big deal. And that tends to happen when we hold this expectation for ourselves. Like, would you expect your kid to hit all these achievements? What age do you start, what is the extent that you would give for compassion for your kids, for another kid, for anyone in the world, a small child? Would you celebrate each accomplishment every time you guys noticed it? Of course you would. Why can't you do that for yourself? And by the way, that's an adjustment. That itself is an adjustment. Learning how to celebrate your accomplishments, learning how to not go to self-sabotage and make those adjustments, find the silver lining. Oh, that's okay. You flipped right over. You weren't letting it go. Share your voice. By the way, that doesn't mean you have to be singing or telling stories or whatever, but you can. If you're good at that, by all means. Tell your story however you want to. Communicate with the universe. Use your voice. Advocate for yourself. Speak your desires into this world. By the way, every single one of those are also adjustments. Adjustments are not always the bad thing we might think they are. The ever unfolding rose. This is the same as the she of the lotus, I believe. Where are you? I might be blind. Give me a moment. The first one. Oh, it's not the first one, but 24. Angel number 24. So that's your balance and your solid foundation. Also 6, which is your masculine and feminine. Well, divine feminine, truly, but balancing that is just a whole thing. It's a very big adjustment, but once you do it, All right, the ever unfolding rose. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. Yeah. To let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently. Treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust the mother as you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. And I actually 1 1 1 1 1. Thank you, Spirit. 5 ones back to back. That's where you get your new beginning. That's how you start to understand. And it feels like a lot and it feels hard. But don't sabotage yourself. Let it happen. Find a way to flow with it. Find a way to be grateful. One thing that is never going to change is where our biggest growth, our biggest growth points anywhere in life is from the biggest losses, the biggest tragedies and traumas, and there's no way around it. You know, I'm not saying we want to wish that on anybody. I'm not saying we want to ask for more of that, but don't fear it either, is what I'm trying to say. Understand that when it happens, you're going to know exactly how to deal with it. And when you keep your heart open, no matter how bad it hurts, it's only hurting so it can keep your heart open. So through those cracks, you can release the negativity. You can shine light in those shadows that have been full of fear and guilt, most of the times undeserved. When you start noticing it, you can heal it. And if you self-sabotage along the way, you got to fight your way back through all of those layers first before you can even get to that. So when it comes, just love yourself just like a little baby child. Those adjustments, yeah, they're required. All those new beginnings, you got to show up for you. And that's your first step. And that's your first accomplishment. Today and every day, I am free from self-sabotage. What an absolutely amazing thing to celebrate. And that's an adjustment that should be celebrated all along the way. Okay, for my Aries, lifting the veil, we got another ascension, another awakening. How do you call it? I guess it would be, you're starting to see beyond the programming. And it takes a lot of unlearning to see that, to understand. Omega, welcome, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I had to take my moment to celebrate it, and I'm always going to be grateful. Now we got to hit 400. If I can hit 500 at the end of May, it's skyrocket from there. I'm trying to set these goals when I do these things. Set them a little high, so I have to strive for it a little bit, but also so we can have fun with it, however it happens. But 300 is pretty good. That's the goal. I'm hoping for the end of May. 30 days in May, we're going to see if it helps. If it does, then that's a win. Right now, I'm doing Aries. Who's on the other side? Aries and then Taurus. If I have time. What time is it? 1:14. We should be able to. I don't have it in me to ever stop pushing. I'm so I actually am always getting in trouble because I need to slow down. I need to do less work. But when you're building a business, trying to build your social media, trying to build all of it along the way, and a single mom, you got to figure it out, right? You just got to figure it out. So it's not a bad thing, but I have to check myself on a regular basis. I promise you that. I always have to be like, nope, we're not doing that today. Do you have the capacity for that? That's why I teach it, and because I teach it, I have to that much more double check myself. I always get positive vibes and motivation. That's fantastic. Uh, that's the best thing we could ever have, right? And that's what makes me happy. Oh, and so sorry, Aries, I'm off topic, but I like to chit chat. That's why I do these lives, so I can have my little chit chats. Tomorrow I have, I guess it's a meeting. Yeah, it's like a meeting, a coffee date, whatever, with, it's not a date, but whatever you call them, um, with a mentor. This lady, she's done marketing and all. She's just really, really, she's got lots of qualifications. The list is long. Amazingly brilliant, smart. Um, she likes my business. She likes the idea of it. She loves what I'm trying to do. And she's going to mentor me for the next 3 months. And that's pretty exciting. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm glad you get that from my content. My workshops and all the things that I'm putting out, my business, my one-on-one, my group sessions, those programs I created, they're meant for exactly that, which is fantastic. But yeah, she's gonna teach me how to market my business more so I can still have that same punch, that same ability to help everybody, but also be sustainable for me and my daughter. Now she's gonna give me the ideas, the information, and all that. It's up to me to put it into use. But I've always been a firm believer of each one teach one and sharing the love. And you can't force a horse to drink the water you led them to, but you can lead them there, right? And I'm lucky, and someone's willing to put that time in to help me with that. You can bet I'm going to take full advantage. So that's pretty exciting. My business is still pretty new and it's slow and steady, but when you getting people like that to say, "Hey, I see you," and I think that we could really make this work is pretty exciting, right? When people are giving you their wisdom, taking that time. I'm a firm believer in each one teach one, so that's pretty awesome. That's exciting and really looking forward to that. Yeah, that's like, I don't think it's good luck. I think, because she's just going to give me her brain. She's going to give me that information. The only luck I need is to write it down fast enough and figure out how to put it to use. But it's pretty exciting. That's something that, and you can bet your butt, when I get to that stage, I'll be the first one turning around to help the next person up, because there's so many people out there doing good things that, they just need a leg up. They just need to get in front of the right people. They just need, those ideas, the little bit of push on something. Like we don't know everything, right? So we got to learn. So learning to be smart enough when to just learn, take it in, and find what works for you is one of the biggest strengths we could ever have. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. And then I just hit the 300 subscribers. Like, they're small things, but they're not. They're so good. It's just like along the way, like little wins, little wins. And if we don't celebrate them, we miss them. And you're going to look back a year from now and be like, look at that celebration. Look how happy, and it just reminds us that every step of the way, we're still doing something. We're still pushing through, and we're still every day showing up and celebrating ourselves and each other. It's pretty exciting. I'm such a geek when it comes to that stuff, but I can't help it. It's exciting. All right, lifting the veil. Sorry, Aries, I know I always talk, but it's going to stay in there because I'm also going to tell you a secret. When I do these readings and stuff, and those little side conversations, that little extra stuff is almost always in there for a reason. And because you're focused on the adjustments are required, you're focused on taking those opportunities to celebrate yourself, so you don't self-sabotage, so you don't worry about all the other things. Those adjustments aren't failures. They're lessons. They're things that say you're doing something from more wisdom, from more knowledge, right? So that's how you're going to switch it up. And when you do that, you're lifting the veil. That's when you start to understand those adjustments are for your perfection. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. By the way, that's your accomplishment. There's a rebalancing one somewhere too. The ever unfolding rose. You're digging deep, and it's good. You're doing the right things. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large, as well as our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for who you are and how you've grown. To dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They are here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and the Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself, notice what's out of alignment, and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it's so worthwhile. Grace, I'm reading. Stop. But it's so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. What isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? Again, that's those adjustments are required. I almost put it in the wrong deck. Don't get confused. Those adjustments are required, right? You're understanding what's not in alignment, it's got to go. And that's good, right? You're celebrating the places where you've made those good adjustments already, which, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. You're always going to be adjusting. It's a progression. It's a process. Like on my website, the reason I have my colors on there, my color scheme, and how everything transitions to another color, the reason for that is because this is not a one-step, one-deal thing. It's a process, and everything is a transition. Everything is a little adjustment, and everything along the way just takes a little extra. And when those adjustments show up, understanding that it's not from, you're not going to self-sabotage. Trust in yourself. Trust in what is teaching you, what is showing you. Because I promise you, at the end of the day, it's going to be your best, it's going to lead you to the best result. All right. Now, for my Aries. I always read, the reason I always read these ones is because I can tell you what they're telling me, and sometimes I only pick one of them to read, and the reason is if they tell a story, they tell a story, but especially in these decks, the 3 decks for sure, the reason I do it the way I do it is because these people put a lot of time and energy into the words and with the meaning of the cards. Ooh, yeah, you're starting to trust Third Eye. They put a lot of work into it, and they put a lot of meaning into it. So when why I read the cards is because there's always that little extra, that little thing, the little cherry on top that we miss, or that gets lost in translation, or in our perception. How I perceive something and how you perceive something could be just a little bit different, and then it gets lost in translation. So when I take the time and I read these cards, is because at the end of the day, I want to make sure you're getting the meaning and the understanding. And this one's really good. This is the third eye. And it's very, very important. It says pineal perspective. By the way, angel number 8. Right there, somewhere there. Angel number 8, which is abundance, the infinity symbol. It is reciprocity. It's all the good things. The seat of wisdom and consciousness, intuition, imagination, seeing inner and outer worlds, limitlessness, understanding. Connect with your third eye and transcend what you understand with your mind. Discover a deeper inner knowing through the interconnected web of all this is and has been. You can tune into the wisdom at will, as and when you wish to. This wisdom is ancient yet pioneering. It is the creator of free will. We choose to weave from moment to moment, to be observant, to be the observant witness, allow the transcendence of duality without judgment. Be mindful, listen, and allow your unfurling intuition to unravel the paradoxes of reality. Examine limiting ideas. Listen more. Balance the left hemisphere's logical and analytical thinking with inner guidance and deeper wisdom. Take note of any thought patterns that may be holding you from your fullest potential. Through the mind-based fear of past experiences. So in other words, don't let the past hold you up. Don't let those ideas or programs hold you back. Connecting to your third eye. What is that? Connecting to your third eye, it just takes time, right? And it's, again, the balance, right? If you're more grounded in nature, which it seems like you are, and you're making the adjustments, so there's no judgment, whatever. Also, Aries, the ram, the move forward, the keep plowing ahead, the get it done. There's no judgment. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a really great thing. Sometimes it can be bad when we overdo it, but again, that's where the balance comes in. If you're more grounded and you're more action-oriented, get it done, get it done. They're saying get up in your mind, dream a little bit, imagine what you would like to do. You know, those adjustments don't always have to be harsh, okay? It could be just showing up, more self-love, dreaming a little bigger, wishing, if the if the universe supported every single thing that I was going to do, absolutely supported it, what would I want to do? You know, ask those questions. Ask yourself those questions. It's okay. It's not going to hurt to dream a little big. You already have the action steps down pat. Why not dream and see? Let those actions meet up with a little bit of dream, a little bit of beauty, a little bit of inspiration. Those adjustments are all good adjustments. Good fortune. 1331. Guidance, clarity, major change. By the way, that clarity comes from the third eye. Major change, self-reliance, individuality, comfort, prosperity. Trust in your skills and talents. Those adjustments don't mean throw the stuff away or dislike something. It just means get clear on it. Focus on it. Add a little dreaminess to it. Add a little wish and have a little more fun with it. Be a little more lighthearted. Those adjustments don't have to be painful. While you're learning, while you're healing, yes, there's going to be pain, there's going to be struggle, there's going to be all the things. But learning to not self-sabotage, take the information in, and have a little fun with it. So you loosen up, everything's not so serious all the time. Trust in your skills and talents. They are the keys to a bright future. A piece of valuable advice, a moment of clarity, or a comforting message is headed your way. And sometimes it's as simple as me popping up on your screen with the little love notes, with the love yourself, with the celebrate yourself, with all the little things that I say. It could be just that simple, or it could be somebody showing up and paying you a compliment that you've never seen before in your life. You never know. Don't let those things slide by. Don't miss those. Learn how to celebrate and be thankful, and learn how to receive those little things. Because if you can't receive the little things, how do you expect the big things to show up, right? We got to start practicing everywhere we can. Everything is aligning in your favor, and success is within reach. Don't let those adjustments freak you out. Don't let them make you get scared. Don't let them say, oh, fuck, it's never going to work. I'm going to self-sabotage. And when that starts creeping in and you start to feel it, again, I'm going to read it to you. Today and every day, I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage. Look yourself in the mirror. Say it. Put it on repeat. Do what you got to do. Those adjustments are never a bad thing. Sometimes they feel a little weird, or sometimes we waited too long to adjust. So the best way I can explain it is the universe will always give you a loving nudge, you know, a hint, an intuition, an idea to start changing, doing these things. And this doesn't mean that this is happening for you, but I just want to explain it the best way I can. So when you trust and you follow those intuition, those little nudges, those little things that say, hey, yeah, there's some adjustments that can be made. By the way, all of us are always adjusting. So it's not a personal thing. It's out so we can be our best self. But the universe will say, okay, just a little nudge, and then you feel that little nudge get a little harder and a little harder, and the more you ignore and the more you go the wrong way, they go, and they put you back on your path. You're always going to get led back to your path, and there's always going to be detours, and those detours are so you can learn. And when we take too many detours, we have to have those adjustments. But you got to understand, when the universe taps that ass and puts it back into place, it's not to punish you. It's because you went way off course, and that was your free will to do it. And the only way to get you back on course is this is Earth School. You came here to learn, you came here to grow, and you came here to be the very best you can. And you're doing that. You're learning how to do it. You're lifting the veil. You're unlearning the things that have been programmed into you since birth, right? You're unlearning that stuff, and you're starting to trust. Those adjustments are not always bad. Learn to be proud of them. Owning my power inspires others to do the same. I am not afraid to shine. Those adjustments are not to hinder or hurt you. They're there to strengthen you, to make you shine in the absolute brightness that you deserve to be. The world deserves to see you that way. You start seeing this number pop up everywhere, get present. What are you thinking? What's going on? How are you feeling? What conversations are happening around you? What's going on with the TV? These are your ideas, your flashes, your intuition, your inspiration to move you forward to your best possible self. Aries, you're starting to understand adjustments are required does not equal self-sabotage, give up, throw the whole baby out with the bathwater. You're starting to understand that if I take my time and I go slowly and I love myself through it and I look for the silver lining and I dream a little bigger and take little baby action steps, just little ones, and show up and do it, the end result is going to be beautiful. Okay, I'm coming. Hold on, I got to go help my kiddo. What time we got? 1:33. All right, I'll be right back, and then we will do, I think, Taurus. Give me 1 sec. I gotta help the kiddo. Man, you gotta pick up those pieces from your toy wrapper, kid. Okay, turn around. Right. Gross. Hey, move, dude. Yeah. Okay, you gotta pick up your garbage, please. Okay, that's what I have from Aries. I appreciate it. You guys, there's lots of good stuff here. And when you start the biggest thing for any and all of you is no matter what stage you are at this, learning to trust yourself is going to be your lifesaver at the end of the day. Okay, what do we got? Let's go with 135. And we're going to do Taurus because it's on the other side of Aries. Yeah, Taurus. I'm trying to mark it down. Also, I think I'm just going to wait until I'm done the rest of the signs, and then I'll do episode 10 for the Alchemy of Motion. The full circle moment, which is that one, and the fire becomes creation, are my most favorite. Miss Grace. Don't be playing in that water. Give my kid one little, give her an inch, she's going to take a mile. And the last time she ended up with water, my whole floor was flooded. It was so much fun. So much fun. All right. For my Tauruses. Grace, the bathroom is not to play in. Do not get in trouble today.
I love you.
I love you too. All right. For my Tauruses, what's the theme for? Whoa. We got a little pile, so we got some story time here. We got a new romantic cycle begins. Balance spirituality with practicality. Emotions are running high. Take time to breathe out. You got a whole story time. Your dreams need a practical plan. And communication is key. By the way, communication with you, yourself, and the universe. Friends, family, those who are supporting you. Communicate. Tell them what you need, where you're going, how you're doing it, what the plan is. Figuring out the plan. Don't stress so much. Yeah, emotions get high. But don't worry about it. Oh, by the way, the romantic cycle doesn't have to be literally a romantic, like a relationship. It could also be you showing up, romanticizing yourself, learning how to date yourself, learning how to understand. It could be a romantic cycle, like somebody romantic, but it could also just be learning how to love yourself. Emotions are running high. Take that time to breathe out. But this is the most important one. Okay. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. And I talk about it all the time. You're in that process where you're ready to leap. You're ready to move forward. You know kind of what's going on. You got the dreams. You got the ideas. You have the inspiration. You really want to move forward and do these things. But you're kind of holding yourself back because you don't know what next steps to take, right? And that's why you got to have a practical plan. Dream those dreams. Dream as big as you possibly can. Then walk it backwards. And walk it backwards to what is the next possible step that I could take in that direction. Okay, it doesn't matter if you take one step a day, right, in that direction. One thing. But if you do one thing at the end of the year, look how far you came, right? 365 steps. Doesn't matter if it's a new job you want, a new thing to learn. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're doing one thing. And if you slow it down, and sometimes that one thing might be, hey, I need to research what that takes. If that's something I'm really interested in, let me look it up and see what it takes to get there. Because what you'll find is you probably have many of the steps already in your belt. You just got to sit back and learn and understand. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Take that time, breathe out. Understand that the only way to do it is to take the steps, those little baby steps. It doesn't have to be huge. Little baby steps. I always talk the way I talk about all this stuff. That's why I make everything that I teach in bite-sized pieces. Small things so that you're not going to choke on it. You're not going to feel overwhelmed. If you just do one tiny little thing, incorporate one tiny little thing, it's just going to become like breathing because you've intentionally done one thing. And then when you get that and it just piles back here because now it's subconsciously being done because you've taken the time to incorporate that one thing, then you incorporate another. And then it goes back there and you just keep taking that step forward. Take that breathing time. It's okay. Let it absorb. Let it integrate. Let your body, let your mind feel it and understand it. It really is a great thing. Everyone forgets that Icarus also flew. Think of something that you've been feeling particularly negative about recently. As an experiment, flip the switch. How could it be reframed as a positive? Repeat the positive affirmation, whatever that negative thing is, for you Flip it. What's the opposite? What would it be if that was a positive thing? Repeat that same one, the positive affirmation, to yourself 5 times or as many times as it takes until you begin to see its truth. That's the silver lining, right? When something negative happens, what is it teaching you? What have you learned? What are you going to learn from it, even if it's in the struggle? Reframe that to the positive. Okay, I can't do this right now. No, I can't. Okay, well, I'm actively, how about I am going to try to learn it. I'm going to investigate. I'm going to learn more, right? It's not about being perfect. It's about, okay, I can't do this. Well, I'm going to learn how to do that. It's the positive one, right? And you're speaking it out. And by the way, when you speak those things out, like actually speak it out of your mouth, your body inherently tries to follow because your body understands accountability. Your body understands it more than sometimes our mind does, right? When we say those things, we inherently want it to show up a little taller, a little straighter, and a little more committed. Inherently, we do. And when we do actually show up, just like we're talking about, our soul starts to trust us. Our inner child starts to glow, and everything starts to align in a whole different way. We start seeing the silver linings. Oh, we got some extra gratitude for the day. So you got some extra gratitude while you're figuring out the balance, and that's okay. You have water. No, stop tipping it up and drink it. Okay, compassion for others begins with kindness to ourselves. Yeah, we got a lot of that going on. Carry this affirmation with you today. I am here right now, and that is enough. That's what everyone should be carrying. And that is something that if I have breath in my lungs, if I'm showing up, if I'm breathing, I'm enough. So are you. These affirmations are the thing I wish I could teach more people. I wish I could just sink it into everybody's head because I believe affirmations will save your life. Even when you don't believe them. Even if you don't know how to use them. Even if you don't know when you start showing up and you choose. I've told stories about this time and time again. There were times in my life where I've been through so much stuff. So much stuff. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. Couldn't even look at myself. You think that I believed I was worthy of anything? Hell no. It was the end for me. It was every day was walking the line of, do I even matter enough to stay here, right? And I committed, and every day I showed up to that mirror and I said, I am enough. I'm worthy. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy to be loved. And I would cry sometimes. I would scream because I would be mad. I would be like, laugh and scoff at myself. But you know what? I kept showing up. And no matter what, at the end of the day, I kept showing up, and I wasn't going to give up. And I wasn't about to give up on myself. Even though I didn't know whether or why, but I wasn't. And that was God. That was the universe. That was them saying, you have something to share. You have a story to tell. And you're not the only one on the planet. When I tell you those things, those simple affirmations, it took me 6 months. 6 months every single day before I started to believe it. Before I started to say that affirmation and actually smile. Before I could look into my own eyes and say, man, I'm so glad you stayed. They will save lives. And if you're ever questioning, I don't care if you feel silly. I don't care if you got to whisper it until you understand it. When you choose to show up and say these things, and when the anxiety comes in and you say, I am here right now, and I'm enough, affirm it, because it matters. The way it will change your mindset, the things it will change in your life, I promise you, it's the best thing you can ever do, right? If you're afraid to balance your practicality and your spirituality, if you're unsure how to balance it, that's the first way to start. Affirm your greatness and allow yourself to show up exactly the way you're saying you're going to. And when you start showing up just like that way, watch that pride. And pride is not a bad thing unless you're too prideful to learn, understand, or grow. When you're not those things, it's okay to be proud of your accomplishments. Watch how fast things change. Watch how those celebrations change everything in your life. All that coming in, it's a balance. It's a dance. 1, 4, 4, 4, 4. For your new beginning, you need a solid foundation. And that's where it starts. And don't be afraid to do it. Don't be shy. Don't be ashamed. And if you are, it's okay too. Take your time. Take your time. Show up for you. Prove it to yourself. You don't got to prove it to anyone else. But if you take that time for you, that's the biggest radical act of self-love you're ever going to have. Fill your own cup first. If you aren't good at loving yourself, you will have a difficult time loving anyone. Since you'll resent the time and energy you give another person that you aren't giving to yourself. You come first. Always and forever. Reflect on a challenging relationship. What did it teach you about yourself? Give thanks for these lessons. They have made you stronger. Don't give up on yourself. Don't fear, don't worry, don't beat yourself up. Just understand, affirm the opposite, right? Take the silver lining. Affirm your greatness. Truly affirm your greatness. Loneliness is the poverty of self. Solitude is the richness of self. All in perspective, right? Today, be the friend to yourself that your heart most desires in another. Give it to you first. How are you going to dream big and follow through and do all the things if you can't even show up for yourself? You are the priority. Celebrating those wins, affirming your greatness. Affirming your greatness upholds personal accountability. It forces you to do that. Because when you say it, you're on, because at your soul, at your core, loyalty, integrity, honorability, those things are in your soul. So when you say that, what happens? Your body is going to inherently want to follow through. Don't let your mind, don't let your fear, don't let all of these other things stop you. Learn how to balance. Learn how to catch that negativity. Learn how to catch those things along the way and not let it hold you back. We got Virgo. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Find what matters. Reorganization. What's your priorities? What matters the most to you? That's how you balance spirituality and practicality. That's how you, what was the other one? Your goal, your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, that's how you put it forward. You have to reorganize. You have to understand. You got to get clear, right? Choose what matters most. Prioritize you first, and then the things you're trying to accomplish next. Stand firm in the eye of the storm. Eclipse in Scorpio. Because when you reorganize, when you show up, and when you start to balance things, of course it's going to regenerate. Of course it is. Transformation must happen. That is the reaction to the action of the things that you are doing, which, by the way, is universal law. Good for you. Affirm, affirm, affirm. Taurus, man. Good for you. And you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Oh, we got story time again? You got some story times coming, which means you're reorganizing, you're rebalancing the stories in your brain, which is why the affirmations, this is why, oh, pick it up. Oh. Deep replenishment. You're checking in. You're doing the right things. You're asking. In that reorganization, in that regeneration, you're understanding to deeply replenish yourself, you have to nourish yourself. You don't wait for other people to do it for you. You got to do it for you. And you're learning how to have a little more fun. Get out and play. Be that pillar of light. Hold yourself accountable doesn't mean punishing yourself. It means speaking your greatness and then walking in that authority. Trusting that as long as you do, trusting your path, the Great Gathering, and your soul family. As long as you do, as long as you show up, no ice and milk is a crime. That's so funny. Welcome in, welcome in. What does it say? Amanda Bama? I love it. Welcome in. Yeah, I never really drank milk. But when I did, I think, I would put maybe ice in it. Iced coffee, the Great Gathering, and the Soul Tribe. You're starting to understand that to trust your path, that's when your people start showing up. You're doing the right things. Even when you're unsure, you're checking in with your own self. You're checking in with yourself along the way. And when you get scared and when the worry comes, you know that to balance it, to make that practical plan, the first thing you got to do is speak your greatness into this world. Speak those affirmations. Speak them loud, speak them proud, and then communicate to the universe. This is what I want to do. What, baby?
Mom, can you give me that ball?
Not today, but maybe another day.
Mama, the doctor don't sell them.
Oh, well, then we'll have to look it up for your birthday. But go sit down. I'm not done. Thank you so much, creativity guys. You're very welcome. And I love iced coffee. So ice, I guess it's not milk though. I used the flavored creamer, so that's technically cheating. I really want to cheer for the ice and milk because I think I never really liked milk that much. That's my own personal opinion. Then we have a new earth and deep cellular healing. You're transforming. You're trusting your path. You're understanding, I'm going to speak my greatness. I'm not letting fear stop me. Look at the bottom of the deck, the weight of the world. You're letting go of the weight of the world. You're trusting in your own expectations. You're still checking them because you're understanding that we're not here to beat ourselves up. We're here, yes, to be accountable, to show up, to reorganize our priorities so we can regenerate our best possible self, right? But to do that, you got to do deep cellular healing. And you are doing that.
I want my cat, Mama.
So go get your cat. Don't come hollering at me. We got a few more minutes. You're doing really good. You're birthing and you're bringing a new earth, okay? And what that means, really is what that means is you're building something. And it doesn't matter whether it's your speech, your voice, something you're creating, something you're trying to share with the world, or something you're building within yourself. You're bringing it into the world. And that takes time and energy and adjustments and planning. You got to balance your spirituality and your practicality. You have to balance it. And by doing that, you're just making a practical plan. You're putting in that extra work. You're speaking your greatness into the world so your body follows suit. Is that your kiddo? She's so cute. Yes, she is. She's very cute. Look, I flipped right to it too. Right on. Yeah, that's my mini-me, attitude and all. All right, so deep cellular healing. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer world, as within, so without, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways. Apparently, speaking English is not my thing today, but we're working with what we got. To be kind and tender to your miraculous body. To give yourself the grounding and care you need. To put your body first. Miss Grace, don't push your luck. I love you. You're doing very, very well. But you got to understand the boundary. You still got 7 minutes. 7 minutes to hold out. To be kind and tender to your miraculous body. To give yourself the grounding and care you need. To put your body first. To nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby. To treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up in your body or your emotional well-being. To call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to the effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. Now, there's an affirmation that goes with this. And if there isn't enough affirmations, I'm going to see if I can repeat all of them. There was a couple you got. But it doesn't matter what they are. You make your own affirmations. Make what works for you. Speak your greatness. That's what the communication part is. There's an affirmation that goes with this. I take back my vitality and energy and feel more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. Sing it. You know, hum it. Sing it. Speak it. Use your words. And the reason why I say music, sound, vibration, especially singing, no matter how your voice is, if you're like, I can't sing, you're not singing for the world. You're singing for yourself. But eventually, when you stop saying, I can't sing, and you start saying, I can sing, and I sing beautifully, and all those things, all of a sudden, guess what? Keep showing up, keep doing it, and watch how fast you can sing. Like, sing it. It's playful. It's a little more fun. Have fun with it, right? Communicate it however. You're balancing this, right? You're understanding. Dream big. Whatever it is you want to do, you have the capacity. Show up. Take a breath. Relax. Trust. Emotions are running high. This is a very positive card. You know why it's a positive card? Because when they're running high, that means your vibration is high. Things are going good. And as long as we know how to show up and do the right things and communicate properly, balance the spirituality with practicality. Finding those steps that we can take, that we know the end result is regeneration. It's good. It's always going to be good. Where's my next one? Let's do this one. Running out of time here. Actually, well, we're okay. We only got a couple more to do. This went good. And 3 in here is pretty good. Okay, for my Tauruses. Oh, story time. Okay. And so it is. Reclaim your energy. That's a really good one. Beyond the mind. Yeah. Dream big and then dream bigger. Get vulnerable. You don't have to tell the whole world. Get vulnerable with yourself. That's how you're going to understand. That's how you're going to balance, right? That's how you're going to regenerate. That's how you're going to reorganize. And then shine your light. You're learning how to do that. Look, you're healing. And this journey truly is what we're all doing. You're healing. Okay, but I'm going to read this one. When it's story time like this, can't read them all or we'll be here for 500 hours. But this is the most important one. You're learning how to do that, and you're learning how to do it with pride. And by the way, angel number 44, you are loved. You are worthy of love. You are protected. Shine your light, no matter what anyone says. Be your best self, and don't let anybody stop you. Almost always, the person who's going to stop you the most is your own self. Don't let fear of your light, fear of people seeing or judging your light. The people that are going to judge you and are going to be cruel or mean are the people with their own struggles they have to work out. I promise you, your people, where do they go? Your soul family. They're going to gather around you. They're going to show up. When you trust your path, shining your light, it's inevitable. It's already been shining. You are the pillar of light. When you start understanding that and you trust that, I promise you, you're going to start affirming that. And by God, you're going to walk in that and nobody can stop you. The only person that can stop you is you. Don't let fear, shame, guilt, any of those things be the reason you don't show up just like this. Doing what you love. Time to thrive. Giving from the overflow. Fill your cup first. I can't say it enough. Life purpose. Being authentically you. compassionate self-empowerment, loving life, trying things you resonate with, bringing joy to others by being an inspiration. You are amazing. There is no one like you, and no one can do you as you can. Are you okay over there? You're going to fall on your head. Yeah, sometimes, we feel, oh my Lord. Okay, focus, Tiffany, focus. Let's start over. Let's try again. You are amazing. There is no one like you, and no one can do you as you can. Yet, we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our authentic self. You may feel obliged to be something or someone. You may have stopped doing some of the things you love due to the time or energy restraints. When you take time to do what truly makes you shine each day, you will light up and bring joy to other people's worlds. As you go about your life, you will have a sense of purpose and feel naturally inspired to fulfill your responsibilities. You will also have more energy and love to overflow. Doing what we love can bring so much goodness to our hearts that it filters into other areas of our life. Yet when life is demanding more of us, we give up the things we love to make way for the practical pursuits. When we finally come back to these pursuits, we wonder why we waited. For much of my life, I did not paint as I thought it was self-indulgent. I questioned how doing what I love could be beneficial to others. Grace, leave your shirt on. You better step back and put your shirt on properly. 1. There's no playing here. I am on camera, and you're not going to go walking around with your shirt off. It's not appropriate. That's a hard line, but I don't play. Sorry, guys. I have to protect my children at all costs. Don't worry. Even if it's giving them trouble, they don't understand. But that's what our job is to do. So never feel bad for telling your kid what the boundary is and holding it. All right. Where are we at? You'll also, doing what we love can bring so much goodness to our hearts that it filters into other areas of our life. Yet, when life is demanding more of us, we give up the things we love to make way for practical pursuits. When we finally come back to these pursuits, we wonder why we waited. For much of my life, I did not paint as I thought it was self-indulgent. Miss Grace, you're pushing your luck. I questioned how doing what I love could be beneficial to others. Now the constant message of gratitude I receive for anchoring my visions on canvas make me wonder how I ever thought that way. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives. There can also be a strong cultural belief that fulfilling a creative need is selfish. The irony here is that tending to our own needs harms none, and we will have a lot more to give. It is time for us to collect our light and shift the vibration here on Earth, starting with our inner sense of being. Try those things that you have always wanted to explore. Weave enjoyment through your day-to-day experience. Find purpose and the inspiration to spring out of the bed in the morning. It is time to thrive. And the meaning of the card. Where can you shine your light? When you have a purpose, you will also have limitless energy and no joy. Where can you grow enthusiasm in your life? Consider how you can be more aligned with your passions so you can harness your light. It may be time to return to something you enjoyed but stopped doing for no good reason. You are a sovereign being. Regain compassionate empowerment and remember what lights you up. It will light up the world. Remember, affirm your greatness. Celebrate all the things. Find the silver linings along the way. And remember, celebrate the small things, but just as easy, I am here right now. Right now, in this moment, I'm here. And I'm enough. If there's nothing else you can think of all the affirmations, start with that one. I promise you, it will make shining that light so much easier. And then you get so good at it, you just do it like breathing. You don't even realize you're doing it. It doesn't mean you're not doing it and don't celebrate it. It means it becomes so inherent. Your light is so bright. You're doing the things that you're doing. You're not worried about being vulnerable. You're not worried about somebody liking it or not liking it, because it brings you joy. And if it brings you joy, it's meant to be. And I promise you, the universe is going to help you maintain that when you learn how to trust. And before you can trust yourself and trust God and trust the universe and trust all that, first you must learn to trust yourself. And you're understanding that. To regenerate, you have to reorganize your priorities. Number one priority should always be you. Because when you're at your best, everything else moving forward is obviously going to come out at your best. What is the number for my Tauruses? Stepping out of your comfort zone isn't as scary when you affirm your greatness, when you trust yourself, and when you give yourself that love that, you're so afraid and you're worried about everyone else giving it to you. Who cares? Give it to yourself, then you don't rely on anybody else. There's no resentment, no fear. 1919, cycles. Karma, transformation, balance, influence, power, cycles, change, and renewal. Karma is approaching. Let go of the need to control, as you cannot force things to happen. Embrace the lessons life offers to prevent them from repeating in the future. Make room for new experiences and positive transformations in life. People hear karma and immediately they're like, oh, it's going to be bad. Karma is the reaction. That's all it is. It's the reaction to the action. So if you've been doing good things, what do you think is going to come back to you? As within, so without. Reciprocity. That's what it means. Those cycles, we can weigh ourselves down with fear, guilt, shame, all of those things, or we can just affirm our greatness. We can show up. We can actually take the time. Breathe out. Take the time. We can balance our spirituality with our practicality. We can make a plan. We can communicate it to ourselves and the universe, and then we can trust that all the beauty, romance, love, joy, and it doesn't have to be romance like a boyfriend or a lover or whatever. Romance yourself. Build yourself. Boost yourself. What cycle do you want to be in? A heavy cycle, or do you want to lift yourself out? Those upward spiral cycles are beautiful. They're absolutely amazing, and we all can do it. And it looks like you're trying to. Have faith in yourself. And when you get scared of stepping out of your comfort zone, when you're a little worried, a little fearful, affirm your greatness. Trust yourself. You got it. Oh, you snuck out the back. I didn't even see you. Owning my power inspires others to do the same. I'm not afraid to shine. Now we got to the other one. Oh, that's the other one. My productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. Owning your power should be an effortless action. Affirm your greatness, never stop, because I promise you at the end of the day, how you show up for you not only is going to inspire yourself to show up with more authority, with more power, with more love, with more kindness, it's also going to inspire everyone else around you. And that's pretty exciting. That's what I got for my Tauruses. We're at our 2 hours. We're over by 8 minutes. What is that? Don't play with that. Thank you. So we did 3 today. I'll post them up and they will be time-stamped. So when I put the thing, the description up, each one will have timestamps. So y'all can click right to them, and I will click them out, I don't know, this week or next week, so they will actually come up on their own, so you can click on the exact one that you need. But that's what I got for you guys. I'll be on tomorrow for day 7? Yes, day 7 already. 1 week already. I can't even believe it. Ooh, my phone gonna die. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta just put this on. yeah, so it's tomorrow will be day 7, and we already hit 300 subscribers. We got, the goal is 5 by the end of the May. It's possible. Let's see how it goes. I appreciate everybody that shows up. Everybody cheers me on along the way. Y'all are amazing. I love you to pieces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Take care.